Hello.
Hello, Helen.
Hi.
Hello, hi. I'm Martin. Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Martin.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, are you in Britain?
No, I'm in Germany.
Oh, right. Yeah, I read Heidelberg,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting back to me now. That's really good of you.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Are you teaching today?
I'm not. No, I have a day off.
Oh, right.
It's
Okay.
very nice.
Okay. So, are you already doing online teaching?
I'm not doing any online teaching at the moment. No, this
Okay.
is completely new to me. I've only done voluntary teaching,
Mhm.
mainly with groups of 1 to 3 people.
Mhm. Okay. Very small
Mainly.
groups. And
Sorry.
sorry, very small groups then. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say that was voluntary teaching.
Yes. Yeah. I've not done any paid work yet.
Okay. Is that because you're newly qualified?
I'm
Or
reasonably newly qualified. I was 3 years ago. Since then, I've had a few surgeries to my knees. I've been completely out of action for a while.
okay.
Now I'm back to full health again, and now I'm living in Germany. So it's like a new, fresh start for me, and I'm wanting to get on with my teaching now. So
Well, that's great to hear.
that's why bit of a delay.
Well, fantastic. Well, that's great news. So how long have you been in Germany?
8 weeks and
Okay.
2 days.
Okay. Is teaching a sideline thing for you? Do you do something else?
I don't do anything at the moment. I've had several interviews. I'm waiting to hear from a few more. It's mainly been teaching English that I've applied for, and that's the career that I'm wanting to go for.
Okay. Okay. So in the small group lessons that you teach, how do lessons usually work?
It's totally based on what the student needs. For example, if I'm teaching university students, which has been quite many, I would ask them what particular points that they're wanting to work on.
Mhm.
Often we go through their dissertations, often we do grammar work with them just so that they're getting the high level of English that will help them to pass their theses or the tests that they have coming up. When I'm with young learners, then obviously it's a bit more curriculum based. It's not so specific to the needs because they've got such a wide range of things to learn. And aside from that, I've taught Chinese to people too, in which case I usually make up my own curriculum for that, as well as taking into account what the student actually wants to learn Chinese for. Sometimes it's business, sometimes it's holiday, etc. And then I can adapt my lessons accordingly.
Right, I see. Okay. And you speak Chinese because you lived there?
No, I visited. I learned it several years ago. Well, I've been learning it for several years because in England, many Chinese students moved to the area, and myself as one of Jehovah's Witnesses taught the Bible to people. Many Chinese wanted to learn that, and that's why I learned Chinese.
Oh,
So it's
right.
been great as well because I've been able to teach it as not in Bible terminology, but to use it as a language as well.
Okay. So you can teach the teachings from the book of Jehovah in Chinese.
Yes.
Okay. I've never met anyone who can do that.
You have now.
All right. And so when you're teaching these Germans, what common mistakes do they come up with?
I haven't taught any Germans yet. It's all been in England, my teaching.
Oh, your teaching is in. Okay, I thought your
Yes,
small
all
groups
in
were in Germany. Okay, so you're looking to build up your work profile while you're in Germany. Okay. Have you do you have schools over in that town in Heidelberg? English
We
schools?
do.
Yeah.
Yes, we have many schools. So I'm currently on a tour of going round the schools. The problem that I found for teaching English in a class in Germany is that my German isn't up to a good enough standard yet. They do expect you to have pretty much a B2, C1 level, and I'm a beginner at German. So
Okay.
I start a new course in about 3 weeks. That lasts for 6 months, and that should take me to B2 by the end of that. In which case, I'll be able to apply for work.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
Okay, I see. Well, obviously, with us, the teaching is pretty much always to Russians. Have you spoke to many Russian people before?
I've met a lot of Russians, yeah. I like them, they're quite emotional people.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They tend to make a few mistakes, like I was in Moscow, or were you in Moscow in your life? Could you tell me the mistake with that sentence?
I was in Moscow, were you in Moscow? It tends to be to do with the time. When were they in Moscow? How long were they in Moscow? Have they been in Moscow several years ago? Have they just been in Moscow recently? I'm needing to find out that.
Okay, and if a Russian person said, "I want that you taught me English," what would be the problem with that sentence?
Well, I want you that taught me English. We just got a little problem with the vocab there. I'm just writing this down.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
These are things they really say, by the way.
They do say this, okay. Yeah, we've got a little grammar problem with taught and teach, and I think once that's corrected, then I want you to teach me English would come more naturally than I want you're taught.
Okay.
Yes, I'm getting what you said now. That you taught me, yeah. The difficulty with grammar there.
And why do you think a Russian person would make the mistake? He said me that he was busy.
Sorry, just say that again.
Russians sometimes say, "He said me that he was busy." Any problems there?
Yes, he said me that he was busy. Who said it? He said, did he say it to you? That's the difficulty there. Who spoke and who spoke to who?
Right, okay.
So he said to me, we just need a little to in there to make it clear. He said to me that he was busy.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for that. And when you're learning, do you learn with a teacher when you're learning Chinese or German?
Sorry, again, you went on.
When you study the languages that you speak, do you study with a teacher?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are they one-to-one lessons?
For Chinese, I learned in a class. I went to college and there were about 20 of us, and I learnt my basic Chinese there.
Okay. If you were having lessons with an online teacher to further your Chinese or your German, what would you expect from them? What would you expect from a 60-minute lesson?
I would expect quite a lot of content that was really applicable to me. I'd want to be able to have as many opportunities as possible to practice the language, the actual target language. So things that are practical to my everyday life. So say I'm wanting to learn business Chinese, I would want my tutor to give me lots of role play, say, in how to send emails to people, if I'm wanting to practice my written Chinese, in how to hold telephone conversations, and to get the actual business vocabulary in there that is going to benefit me in my workplace so that I can see results pretty much straight away. So lots and lots of talk time would be really vital.
Okay, great. Lots of talk time. I just turn my camera off so as to be able to share my screen with you. Okay, this is what we use to teach lessons. Well, obviously, this is Skype, and this is what we use. But I'm trying to find something else. Hold on, where is it?
No problem. I wouldn't
Okay.
you've gone off there.
Okay, so one of the tools is this. Can you see this screen, like a blackboard?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, it's an interactive blackboard. So as you're talking to a student, like as I'm talking to you now, we're building the board with movable tiles like this.
Okay.
So the problem we just had was I want that you taught me. These